Hello, my dear Libras. This is the Sun Woman. Thanks so much for tuning in with me this month for your new moon holistic readings. This reading is going to cover the period between the new moon on September 19th and the next new moon in October on October 19th. So, just a little background on the new moon. When the sun is conjunct the moon, which means in the same sign together, it really gives a burst of energy and initiative to your plans, to your projects. It's a great time for making a fresh start, for turning over a new leaf, for starting a new project. Any kind of old habits or behaviors or beliefs that you've questioned or that you're searching for a new way to do things, you can make progress between the period from the new moon by setting your intentions, planting your seeds, and watching those things slowly manifest over that new moon cycle as the moon itself grows, to full and then wanes back to the new moon in the next month. So for you, Libra, this new moon, and happy birthday to my September Libras. This particular new moon in Virgo is, Virgo's the sign before you. Next month in October, you're going to have your new moon, which is October 19th. But this one is in Virgo, and so this falls in your 12th house, okay? And the house of our secrets, our subconscious, things that may be holding us back that we need to release to gain freedom over ourselves, over our conscience, over our desires, over our cravings. All these things fall in the 12th house. Fears that we have that really don't have any specific basis of truth fall in the 12th house. A lot of what we carry over from prior lifetimes, that residue lingers in the 12th house. So, irrational fears, addictions, even also a lot of psychic energy, intuitive energy, visions and things that we feel or that we sense, that there's not necessarily a rational definition or a rational explanation behind, that falls in the 12th house. So your antenna, your psychic antenna, is very much in the 12th house. So this month for you, with that new moon falling in that area, you are going to be able to start releasing or make plans to release things from your psyche that really no longer serve you, okay? The 12th house is also the house of secrets, which I mentioned before. So some of you may be having truths come to the surface that either you were hiding or that someone else in your life was keeping suppressed, okay? And they say the truth will set you free. So this may be a month where just, the revelation of a truth, either you stepping up and saying, okay, this is who I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I want you to know, this is what I've been holding back, or else someone presenting themselves to you with that information is going to in some way free you. Now, it may not be easy. It also may not be difficult. It may be a welcome truth that you're ready to reveal or that you are hoping to have confirmed by someone else, okay? Now, your key word, I'm using the Universal Tarot. I love these big cards, and I'm also, as an oracle, I have a new oracle called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. And so the oracle card that I pulled for you here, Libra, is perception. Now, the impressions, there are book definitions, but I'm going through my own impressions as far as, what I'm getting when I'm looking at these cards, as I do with the tarot. And for me, the message here is that you are going to be removing your mask. Okay? You or someone else will be removing a mask. So it may be a situation where you are unhappy and you're going to come to a point where you are going to, speak your truth, and that's going to free you to a happier life. Or you are or it's a situation where you are happy, but you have to hide that. Okay, maybe it's a situation where you can't reveal to others what your truth is right now, and you're holding it back. People don't know, but you are in a good place, okay? But for some reason, because of outside circumstances, you have to keep that under wraps. Well, I feel like October is going to be the month of truth. It's going to be the moment of truth for you and for other signs as well. But very much for you, Libra, because what you are revealing, I feel, is going to set you free on some level, or what someone else is revealing is going to set you free. Now, also, my impression here with perception is that perception is everything, okay? Is what people say. And so it may also be a situation where you may be perceiving that something's not going well when actually all the forces are going in your favor, but you just don't have all of the information you need yet to understand that, okay? Or it may be the opposite, that you're perceiving that something is going really, really well, but you don't know the truth about a situation, okay? So in any case, the perception that you have and the revelation and the removing of masks and the truth-telling in October is really going to be pivotal for you for this year, okay? Now, I'm drawn to the center of the reading here because we have the Five of Swords reversed. Now, usually the Five of Swords is a bit of a rough card because it talks about defeat, or it talks about, often it talks about you or someone being defeated by someone else, and then the person who has won has done it in such a rotten way or an underhanded way that it really isn't a victory at all. Okay, it's not a moral victory. It's not an obvious victory because they have won something as a result of someone else's expense. Okay, so, but the Five of Swords is reversed for you this month. So the impression that I get from the Five of Swords reversed is that there may be a situation that's been going on in your life where you have been feeling really defeated, okay? You've been feeling like you just can't get over it. You can't get over the hump. You can't get over the obstacle, the wall that's holding you back. It seems like someone else is winning. It seems like someone else has the upper hand here. Fives are conflict. They're instability. They're competition. So you may be in competition with someone else over something. Maybe over another person, over a significant other, a relationship, a loved one. It may be over a job situation. It could be, for me though, this month, what it looks like, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Cups cards. This is an emotional situation. All right, there's no question for me here. Cups, emotions, love, perhaps relationships are the dominant theme this month for you, Libra. So it may be that you are feeling like someone else is really getting what you want, okay? Or you can't get through to someone, or you don't feel like you are, you're going to be successful in a relationship because there are outside influences competing for the attention that you want from someone else, okay? However, because the Five of Swords is reversed, the message here is that don't be fooled by what you see on the surface, because with the Five of Swords, there is the perception of defeat that actually carries within it success. Okay? So my message for you, Libras, is that although you think that things may not be going your way, they actually are. You may not be able to see it yet, but I feel that by the end of this new moon cycle, by the end of the 4 weeks of this new moon phase, around the week of October 19th, maybe the week prior to that, you are going to receive, you're going to receive evidence that there is a partnership situation or a decision has been made in your favor, okay, for you. Now you're coming into the month, or you're coming into this new moon cycle. Again, we're talking about between September 19th and October 19th. You're coming into this phase with a lot of watery energy, but the watery energy is negative in some way. So I have the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups can be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person. Or it can just be a very, very emotional person, or someone whose emotions are upside down. Someone who could be clingy or jealous, or, the word histrionics, okay, which means drama. They're just dramatic. They're always going off about something. They blow emotional situations out of proportion. A lot of, there could be crying, there could be emotional scenes. So next to the Seven of Wands reversed, someone is about to give up the fight here. Okay. Now you are an air sign. This Queen of Cups could be someone outside of you. It could also be male or female. All right. But I feel like this is an aspect of you in some way. Because with the Queen of Cups reversed, I feel like you've kind of gotten to the end of your rope, so to speak, about a relationship or about another person. And you want to, you want to go off. You want to read them the riot act. You want to tell them like it is. You want to get to the heart of things and make this person understand how much love you have for them and how important this relationship is. And you are on the verge of, giving up. This is what I feel. That it's been so draining emotionally for you that you are just on the verge of letting go, giving up the fight, giving in to whatever those external influences are that may be affecting your relationship, or pulling on this person that you care for, or your emotional relationship. But the Seven of Cups is here, and it says there's some illusion going on. You're not seeing clearly. You're not perceiving, okay? You're not perceiving what's behind the mask that people are showing, all right? There is some illusion here. What you see is not necessarily what the truth is. So you're being called to step back a little bit, gain control of your emotions, Libra. What you want to be, you're triggered, you're on the edge of being triggered, but my advice to you is don't step over that edge, okay? Hold yourself back, control yourself, don't give up the fight yet, okay? Because I feel that whatever goes down this month is going to bring some truth, some revelations, so that you can see clearly what your options are. Your options may be to move on, but your options also may be to stick to this situation a little bit longer while, until the dust clears. Okay? So coming into that period, say the first 10 days of the new moon cycle, you have that emotionality going on. You have this, kind of not being able to see clearly what's going on, a lack of perception of what the truth is. However, what I feel is toward the middle of the cycle, and we're talking more around maybe the first, second week of October, I feel like something is going to happen that is going to bring new hope. Okay? Here's the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands talks about vision, plans for the future, hope, new things coming on the horizon. The Three of Wands, if you're in a situation where it could possibly be three people involved. All right. I feel that someone is about to make a decision. All right. And I feel that this decision is going to be in your favor. There is going to be a letting go of the past here. Now, it could be you, but it also could be a loved one, where there is a release of what used to be. So here are my impressions. If there is someone that you are in love with, that you have a relationship with, who is still tied to a previous partner or a family situation or a home situation, I feel like on some level that person is beginning to move in your direction. That person is about to see their options, okay? That there is not just A or B, that there is some middle ground where they can slowly move out of an emotional situation and move toward you, okay? So the Three of Wands says have hope. Because it's a three, there could be a three, three people involved here. But with the Five of Swords reversed, I feel like with the Three of Wands and the Five of Swords reversed, this is now you understanding that what seemed like it was not going in your favor is actually about to turn around. Something's about to turn around for you, okay? And again, we have another water sign here. There's the Knight of Cups, which could be a younger male or female, say 20s to 30s. This Knight is upside down. So the Knight's upside down, the Queen is upside down. There's a lot of tense emotional energy here. There's a lot of imbalance, okay? Cups upside down, just like turning where the cup is right side up, it contains the water, the liquid, whatever is in it. When it's upside down, it's off balance. Everything overflows. So I feel that this Knight is in some way having to balance a very difficult situation emotionally, okay? And I have the Knight of Cups here, the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Cups. There could be an imbalance as far as some kind of someone being under the influence of something, where it could be alcohol, someone could be drinking a lot, trying to kind of suppress their sadness or suppress their emotional distress, okay? And then as a result of that, I do see an imbalance in a family situation. So, this could be you, Libra, or it could be the person that you're dealing with. With the Six of Cups reversed here, this does tell me that there could be family, emotional relationships, past relationships where there is a history going on. And there is someone that could be releasing themselves from a marriage, a long-term relationship that may have had children involved, where there may be shared property, there may be, an established life with another person. Now, the Nine of Cups comes up often when a wish that we have is not going to come true. But in this reading, I'm not necessarily feeling that this is your energy. What I do feel is that you are going to have some sense of satisfaction, okay? There is something going to happen that is going to give you new hope, give you a fresh outlook, give you a fresh perception on your situation, on that person's feelings, on, perhaps some of your needs are going to start being met. Not all of them, though, all right? Because the situation, there is still an imbalance. There are still emotional ties that need to be broken elsewhere. There is still maybe financial considerations. Perhaps the person that you're dealing with has some financial difficulties that they need to unravel or manage, or figure out before they can release themselves to move in your direction, okay? But I do see a decision being made. With the Two of Wands here and the Three of Wands, I feel like at some point, by the end of this new moon cycle, you are going to find fresh life being brought into a relationship situation. Someone is going to finally make a decision about where they want to be and which direction they want to go into. And because of that, it is going to, the cards are going to fall in your favor this month, Libra. Okay? New hope, new vision, new plans, the strengthening of a relationship, where you're going to start seeing some future path. So some plans may be able to be made, slowly but surely. This relationship, which has a basis to it, there may start to be some growth. Again, the key to this month is your perception. How do you, what is what you perceive in comparison to or versus what is actually the truth here, okay? So again, for me, I do feel that what seems as a defeat for you is going to end up in your favor. However, you have to give someone in your life, if you're involved with someone else, time to get themselves back in balance, because at this moment, they are completely out of balance, okay? And the Knight of Cups is not a mature energy. It is, when the Knight of Cups is here, he is often wearing a mask. Okay, and look at your perception card. We have the happy, the mask, the happy, the Greek theater, Greek drama. So someone is wearing a mask, and it could be this knight who is trying to perhaps maintain his or her situation, but is unhappy there. Okay, they could be happy with you, but unhappy in their situation. Or it could be a situation where because of ties that are important in that person's life, they have to maintain a certain mask or a certain perception for the rest of the world, in order to not destabilize themselves or lose credibility or lose their reputation. Okay? So make sure that you are communicating with the person that you love. Make sure that you are doing the best that you, as well as you can, to go deeper than what you are seeing on the surface. Okay? Excuse me. Because it is perception of the truth here that's going to bring about the hope, bring about a feeling of a lack of despair, a new hope, a movement of opening. There's an opening that's going to take place here. And you're going to see that as being able to now move forward, baby steps toward the relationship that you want or the situation that you are hoping for. Okay, but it may take a little more time. The Two of Wands is kind of the beginnings of a unity, of a connection. Where it goes from there is still to be decided. But I think that ultimately it's going to be a positive outcome here for you. All right, Libra. So thank you so much again for stopping in with me. I hope that this reading resonated for you. If you'd like a private reading, please contact me at the information in the link in the information box below. All right, thank you so much. I wish you all good things. I'll see you next month. Wishing you love, peace, and joy, and bid you namaste.